Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Ballet Games. Today, we are going to be playing some more Hogwarts Legacy. Over the weekend, I was letting my girlfriend play it, and I got jealous because she got further than I did and was unlocking some cool stuff. Um, this is our first batch for the day. Welcome, one and all. These are going to be, going up alongside my Skylander videos. This and whatever other game I decide to do. I might do. I've been putting Donkey Kong off for a really long time, so I should probably do that. But like I said, my girlfriend got some good stuff, so and I was getting jealous watching her play. So I want to go through and I know we've got some good stuff coming up. Sorry, I got the shivers. Probably from this the most idiotic take I've ever seen on TikTok. Normally I don't engage with people in the comment section too much. I just shake my head and move past it, but this was some dude complaining about, the golf balls being switched out of a box at Walmart for a cheaper brand. And he was complaining like, you shouldn't golf then. It's like maybe the problem is golf isn't affordable to
Really
everyone.
mastered that one,
And
haven't
you
you?
say that and they're still just, nope,
Even if I can't.
if you can't pay for it, you shouldn't be golfing then. Just like, what do you do with those people? You know? You don't, so I just said, hey, the problem, we can sit here and do this all day, but I think it
If I may have a
deserves a
moment of your
further
time.
looking at than just screw these people because the golf balls are too expensive and they can't afford it. You know. And then now I'm done. I'm done with it. There's nothing else you can do, just hey, maybe use a little bit of empathy and, you know, not immediately take the side of the corporate billionaires, but that's just my opinion. Like, we wouldn't have Tiger Woods if people who couldn't, if, golf's affordability factor was the sole determination for if you're allowed to golf or not, if you can afford it. It comes from being frustrated, right? But all you can do is chime in and be like, hey,
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah,
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the star-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
in my opinion, it comes from a lack of struggle. These people don't ever.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
their level of struggle is trying to get their girlfriend back because they cheated on them. Not enough people really have experienced. Like, if you had 3 seconds,
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
like anyone who's been in that position, is more on my side, where it's like, yeah,
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
thank you, Amit.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need
Amit?
it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin cut glass, first rate optical.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it.
I
Anyway,
don't
I
care.
have
I
some.
don't care. Like I was, finishing on,
Trying to put off my stargazing.
anyone who's been in that situation,
Incendio.
or in a situation similar, you have a different thought process where it's just, you don't think, oh, screw this person, you know, where it's you either remember, oh, I remember not being able to afford that, or you don't think that someone, you think maybe kids were messing with it or something. A lot of stuff happens in the store. I feel like for your brain to immediately go, oh, poor people are stealing stuff because they can't afford my rich person's sport.
This was his old
I don't,
telescope.
in my mind, it's the
That's
same
actually
as,
very
same problem we have with kids, where people forget what it's like to be a kid by the time they have kids. Like people forget what it's like to be a left out, you know, shy, sensitive, whatever, imaginative, I don't know, whatever words they use for kids that clearly are sad and struggling at 9 years old. So mature for their age. People that remember what it's like being like that, um, handle stuff completely differently than parents who, forget what it's like to do that. It's just part of empathy is having experienced it yourself. And I think more people need to experience these things themselves. And maybe they'd be more empathetic. But I'm not,
A pristine night for stargazing. Do
I'm
not
not
let it be wasted.
God or the big
Professor
guy in the
Shaw.
sky.
I'm interested in learning more about
I
astronomy.
don't
It is increasingly rare to find a student who
get
seeks after
to
things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the
dole
courses of
out
the
karma
cosmos,
like that.
you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts. Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
I don't know. That's kind of my goal, if I am gonna interact with these people. Just embarrass them with, oh, you've never been there? Oh, I feel bad for you that you don't have empathy in this situation. Shame
Thank you,
them.
Professor. I
We
look
can
forward to
shame
talking to
people
you
as a
more.
I
society.
am
That
glad
is
to hear it.
perfectly
Should be a
acceptable. Look at the
stellar
Me
night
Too
for it.
movement. We should, I mean, that stuff's still happening, but we shamed all the Hollywood pervy direct, and now Hollywood men are terrified of doing shit or slipping out, which then it's, that's another problem where I don't necessarily think it should be a blanket of fear of, but there is nothing wrong with, oh, I don't know if I should do this, you know, and then looking at your actions again from that and changing course. And I think that's what we have to do
The
to these
perfect
people.
night for.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
They care extremely about being decent people. So if you can shame them into realizing they're not being decent people,
And
that
do you need someone to help find it?
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than. Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
tends to do better than, coming at it like, are you kidding me? You're being retarded right now.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't
Obviously.
regret it. Shall we?
Sometimes they're just true lost causes where it's like, there's no getting through to this person. Like, they're too far gone to remember what empathy is or how to use it. But most of the
The chamber
time,
is on the
it's,
castle wall ahead. Look for a stone
oh,
platform,
yuck.
something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it
Most of
once
the
we see it.
time, it,
Onwards we go then.
um, it's enough to just be like, well, I feel bad for that person. And
Lumos.
then they're like, oh, maybe
Some say
I
the
should,
locations of
like,
the
I
tables
can't
were
be a
originally
worse
marked by
person than
centaurs for ritual stargazing.
this person I disagree with.
Ah,
Turn it into an
it is
empathy
nice having a
contest, and
fellow
then
stargazer
once
to
they get
explore
out
with.
empathied,
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the
they
classroom
all of
now
a
and then.
sudden tend to go a bit
It's not
softer on
that
it.
creepy out here
And
at
they're like,
night, is
oh,
it?
I hadn't
The
considered that,
Gobstones
instead of
Club are
just straight,
cowards.
no, you're wrong, I'm
Here I
right,
am,
and there's no changing my
charging ahead.
mind.
Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Uh, that's kind of where what,
A little foreboding.
um,
Revelio. A few cobwebs and some dust.
sorry, let me
Nothing
get
to
this
worry.
field guide page. It's kind of something I've
Oh, of course.
learned in the last
It's just not
just
as tidy as I expected.
3 to 4 years of
Wingardium
interacting with
Leviosa.
people.
Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Um, is sometimes you do have to be very coy or intentional with your thoughts and feelings to lead people to an answer that you know they're capable of getting to, but they don't like the way you're trying to get them there. Does that make sense?
Incendio.
Or cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
That's probably
Oh
comes
no.
from me
Not this
also
close to
being
school, I
very,
mean.
very blunt, to where I kind of just, well, that's like a fact to me. That's just how it is. But try it in your life.
The
Um,
constellation should appear near the center of your view.
just if you hear something that's like abysmal and like degrading and just, oh, I feel sorry you think that way.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest
This does
assured, you
not
shall be
work on
credited in my
everyone. Take it
memoirs
with
one day.
an asterisk by it.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are
You know,
welcome. It has goblin cut glass
sometimes
and a
people are just
gobbledygook inscription.
true
I'm
lost
particularly
causes
fluent in
that way,
gobbledygook,
where
you
it's
know.
like
It's all in the throat, really,
there's
gobbledygook.
just no
And
changing
how
that
you
person's
pronounce your
mind
R's.
about that thing.
Ahem.
They
Anyway,
don't
glad our
want
adventure
to,
was a success. I will
you
see you
know.
soon.
But um, for the people that genuinely value your opinion
What
and
an
like are
excellent
trying
plan.
to, you know, you want them in your life. It's not someone that you just want to be like, screw this person. A bit of empathy, you know, like, oh, I feel sorry you don't feel the same way about that because that's sad what's happening. Or you should want, you know, people that can afford it to be able to get into golf. That's how we got Tiger Woods. That's how we got other professional golfers that I won't name off because I can't confirm if they were or weren't wealthy. And you people probably won't know who I'm talking about, but Tiger Woods came from like a middle class family. Like his dad never wanted to pay more than 100 rounds of golf, and like people act like middle class is rich. Middle class is still, um, you know, you're not like, yeah, sure, I can buy $60 golf balls with no hesitation, no blink of an eye. The current political climate, you know, state of the world doesn't really help. But ever since the pandemic, you know, the pandemic shifted everyone into that mindset of me versus you know, other people are dangerous. I stay safe by staying away from other people. And then that kind of bled into like everyone forgot etiquette or just doesn't care about etiquette anymore, to where COVID was like, no, you're more important than your health is more important than etiquette, which it is. But now we're in a post-COVID world where etiquette still hasn't really fully made a comeback. Let's go do this one. This is the one I saw where I finally get my flying mount. I finally get a riding mount other than the broom. But anyways, this has been Valet Games. You guys know the drill. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription. Let me know your thoughts on the golf ball situation. I'll be here hanging out. We'll pump out some more of these, and
If only someone would
you
learn
know,
to
I'll
behave.
just be feverishly refreshing my YouTube page to check on my
I
video
would so
views
appreciate a little help.
until till the next batch goes up. But this has been Valet. Thanks for joining me, and catch you guys next time.